What's up, YouTube? Angry Jackalope Robert R. Ricks, here we go. Yeah, I know. I am a little bit late, but you know what? I have to also update one more thing on this motherfucker right here. It is not that. It is 1202 dash. Come over here. There it is. So that's updated. All right, let me pop up the chat. Bring that over there. There we go. That's what we want. All right. So we'll see if this one fucking is a little bit more. We'll see if this guy handles a little bit more. So you guys may be noticing I'm wearing a Daredevil hat. That's because right off the bat, let's just talk about the bad fucking news. It is official now. Fucking Marvel. It's obvious Marvel's jacking everything for them to put on their stream. So they fucked Netflix and said, yeah, you guys aren't going to do anymore. Actually, I'm going to watch Peppermint tonight. I plan on watching that bitch tonight. I got it queued up over here. I'm going to be watching that shit after the stream. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. Let's go through. We got Jackalope. We got Apocalyptic Bone Daddy. Fucking goddamn, I love that name. J Hall in the house. Garen Thantalope. Again. Bronx Jackalope. Let's see if the government follows us over here. No shit, man. That was fucking spooky. I ain't even gonna fucking lie. I ain't gonna lie. And then Chad says, you better believe it. All right. So, Netflix officially has canceled Daredevil. That leaves only 2 Marvel shows left on Netflix, which is Jessica Jones and Punisher, which makes sense because both of those are actively filming and finishing up right now. So it doesn't make sense to cancel those just yet. But it's pretty obvious once those are done, they're going to cancel those as well. So there will be no more Marvel shit at all on Netflix, which makes sense. Netflix, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Chance was right. So he says, Marvel raised the prices on Netflix so hard. Netflix is such a try hard on mass purchases and new subs that that's never going to happen. So what's interesting is the reason that Marvel raised those prices so fucking high is because they want it on their shit. There's Stevie G. What's up? Oh, man, you're in the hospital again. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. You see the top naval officer found dead in the Middle East. No. Yeah, Punisher was pretty fucking good. That last Luke Cage was great. With fucking Bushmaster Man. That was great. Yep, no Moon Knight. No fucking Moon Knight. And you know Netflix would have did it right. But there's hope because I watched probably the first 4 or 5 Cloak and Dagger. And I gotta say, Cloak and Dagger was pretty good on Freeform. It was pretty good. Pretty good. As a Cloak and Dagger fan, I was digging what they were doing. Really good things. Yep, Iron Fist is canceled. So Iron Fist is canceled officially. Daredevil's canceled officially. Luke Cage is canceled officially. So we'll see. Disney wanted it all for themselves, and the actors wanted a ton of money. Well, you know what? If Disney plays it right and they pay, then that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Let's see. They left it open for a sequel on Daredevil, and are they getting their own stream site too, like DC? Well, Marvel's always planned on it, aka DC. I mean, not DC. Disney has planned on that for a while, and so there was some speculation as these deals were happening that they were just going to have their own stuff. You know, Cloak and Dagger was effing good, better than all. But season one, season of Shield, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Rom. Oh my God, you're taking me back. Rom the Space Knight. Oh my hell, I remember that. I had that comic. I had the first one, and then they did that. They launched that comic to support the toy, and that toy was sitting in Toys R Us. I actually had that. Had that motherfucker. That's crazy. Like even other things were like Micronauts. Micronauts were fucking great. Let's see. Gifted was really good also if you liked Cloak and Dagger, similar premises. You know, I haven't had a chance to watch anything but the very first episode of Gifted. So yeah, I think I do have it, and it's one of those things where I just, you know, the problem with me is I'm juggling so many things with the writing and all the other stuff that I've got going on that it's really, really, really difficult for me to carve out any time and justify it to myself to sink into a TV series because, you know, I start watching a series, fuck, that's 8 to 12 hours, right? So 8 to 12 hours, fuck, there's so much I can get done to push things. You know what I mean? For example, as we're talking, I will show you guys some of the new art and stuff. I mean, you guys saw last week, you know, we had Sparkles coming out supporting the book and whatnot. But I will show you guys some of this newer stuff that I've got going on that I actually occupy a ton of my time getting ready because I'm going to promote the shit out of my book like you wouldn't believe. Like, I'm really going to go fucking bananas with it. So, I wonder if it'd be easier. It might be easier for me just to do this. Hang on one second. Let's do this. So, if I do this, yes, this will work. Okay, I'm going to scoot this over. Boop. I'm going to open this guy up. I'm going to go full screen. And if I'm not mistaken, yes. Okay. So, you guys can see this. This is stuff that, these are my final renders, final whatever, that I have been doing for different things to support the book. So for example, this is a t-shirt design that's going to be used on some of the, on Sparkles type thing, you know, check me out. And I'm also going to be putting stuff like this up as merchandise to get made, to give away. This was some stuff that was part of a video piece that I was working on. This is a render now. You know, granted, I have to add in these fucking tattoos and all these other elements. These things aren't part of the actual, like, you know, I don't have a model for fucking Reaver Cleaver. You know what I mean? So I have to put all of this stuff in on each of these characters. And then I start to do stuff where I'm compositing them inside of different areas. And then, so you'll see this one, for example, says big. Okay, so this is 8,338 pixels by 8,338 pixels. This is a monster fucking file. You know what I mean? Let's see. Then I have stuff like this. You notice on this one, you know, she's got real hair. So I'm still working through getting all the hair exactly the way I want. But this is the version after what I showed you guys last week. You know what I mean? So last week I showed you stuff before, like there was no flames. None of these other effects were in. You can see this is the original hair, right? But if we zoom in super hard, you'll notice that there's these little weird kinks and geometric patterns and stuff. So I went and found somebody's hair and started to put them in, and that is a very time-consuming process. You know, some of these other effects and things like that, you know, adding all these electrical stuff in and getting the lighting and all this other stuff. You know, here is one of the bad guys, Savage. So, you know, this is one of my old shirt designs. I put that on there, and then, you know, adding all the tattoos and everything else. Let's see. You know, then as I get little bits and pieces going of different things, like he's a necromancer, a necromage, so he deals with the spirits of people that he kills to use for channeling for magic and stuff. So, you know, creating pieces like this. You know, again, Sparkles, and then Valk. This is going to be used for the Blade giveaway contest. This is Valk with a gun, pin. This is Valk, actually, one of her fantasies, killing Savage. So you can see with this Max 7 is stabbing right inside of his chest. Here, let me make sure that you guys are actually seeing this. Let me get the chat. Look it up after this, you know. So she's beautiful. Just okay, good. You guys are seeing it. Okay, and so then, you know, this is going to be a limited edition print that I'm going to get made, and then it will be signed, and there'll be like a message to whoever wins the contest up in this dark space here, and this will be, you know, a 24. What is it? A 18 by 24 inch print. So this will be a good size poster for somebody who wins, and this is a limited edition piece right here. This right here is actually going to be, you know, a little bit more widely used, will be available on different stuff. And so, you know, creating these types of images is extremely labor intensive. I spend a lot of time. I think this piece alone, just putting the scars on her face, the tattoos, compositing in the Max 7, the tattoos on the hand, the neck, his arms, posing them all, rendering them, taking post-production, adding all these effects on. This piece right here probably took me 2.5 hours, right? But I now have it and it's ready. And that was another Sparkles. I just, if we go back to the raw renders, there's more in here. So for example, everybody says this guy doesn't look like a 45-year-old blah blah blah. Well, this is what he looked like before, you know, he manifested. And then, you know, manifestations actually do good for your body, so you end up looking pretty good. So these are all the ones, no tattoos, no nothing. So you could see, you know, big difference, you know. And so these are things like, okay, he's looking at a the council guide stone, and this is a meditation scene, and you know, we've got Cat. You know, these are early renders from some stuff. This was Melissa before the wings and stuff. Same with Mordecai before the magic. I have another Mordecai pose. We got Oracle with black eyes, but I have actually a different Oracle that I'm working on right now. So these are the different Savage poses. This was early Sparkles, but she's too old. She was too big. She's too grown up. She doesn't actually do shapeshift to a human thing, I think, until book 2. Book 2 she does some stuff like that. And again, here we have Val. Look, no tattoos or anything else, right? No Max 7 sitting here or right here. Let's see, same deal here. That was the one. There's another one. This is one. This one is going to probably get deep 6 because the face actually rendered out kind of funky, and I found out after I spent the hour rendering this that there was a dial set wrong on the facial structure. This one actually turned out really good. She's going to have 2 Max 7s here. This is her when she's facing off against Savage. She's really pissed. This one's also going to have a Max 7. She's very confident, very happy looking on this one, so she's going to rock and roll on that. This one, I was kind of like, I don't know. I didn't really dig this one. The face looks like she's got to take a shit. So that one probably won't go in. But that one was really good. And then that was good. That one, she looks really sad. And I think this is going to be used for when she's telling the story of how she went blind in the eye and everything else. And then I had to have some that was a little bit on the fun side here. So when she's fucking with Ethan and she's, you know, talking shit to him, you know, this is going to be a good pose. And then I have a few of the Sparkles here. So this is also going to be for a promotional thing like Win the Blade and stuff like that. So anyway, that in a nutshell is, you know, the stuff that I spend a lot of time working on. You know, there is a lot of time that goes into that shit. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Just watched the trailers. Reaver Cleaver. Yes. She's beautiful. I agree. Look it up off stream. The Chinese war sword from Cold Steel. Savage needs more scruff on his face. Yeah, I'm not quite done. The problem with the beards with the rendering stuff, it's really hit or miss. If I wanted to spend $30, I could actually get some pretty decent facial hair type things. So it's one of those things where I was like, okay, do I invest that money right now, or do I just say fuck it, just render these things out? Because here's what's been happening. I take these things and I post them up like on Facebook or whatever. Then I go on my phone, I save them on my phone. I've been putting them up on Instagram. And here's the crazy thing. Now on Instagram, as I have been using some of these global tags like authors of Instagram, writers of Instagram, etc., I'm getting a lot of agents, other book publishers and stuff that are following me. They're intrigued. They're interested. They're like, holy shit, what is this? Who's this guy? So even if it's not 100% match on the characters, like in the story, Magic, there's not a scene where she stabs him in the chest. So that's why I call that Valk's Vengeful Vision or Vengeful Dream or whatever. That's the name of that piece. It's something that she fantasizes about. And there's other things in there that, like, my kids are like, that's not Mordecai. That's not how Mordecai is supposed to look. And I'm like, it's kind of hard for me to do this, So I just do the best I can with the limited library that I have. I mean, I've already invested probably over $200 in source material, but I think in the long run, it's going to serve me well. And then when I come across like, facial hair, I'm like, well, really, there's only probably maybe one person, could be just Savage, that has facial hair. Everybody else, for the most part, Ethan had some, but he shaves it off relatively early in the book. So it's kind of like, okay, he had facial hair when he went to the monastery, he had facial hair, took it off when he came out. That was like one page. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's one of those things where I'm trying to do the best that I can with what I've got, but even though these aren't 100% accurate, they're close enough that people who have read go, I get it, I see it. Okay, that's not how he looks in my mind, but when does it ever? You know what I mean? Like, I used to read Conan and I'd see something, I'm like, that's not how I thought Conan looked. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let's see. The Smith & Wesson Tomahawk is really good too. Anyone see the Kinsaw Cutlery catalog? No, I have not. I think he was bigger too. Oh, for Savage? Actually, no, that's about the right size for Savage. Savage is, he's powerful, he's strong, but he might be only, he's only about 6 feet tall. And if you look at the picture where Valk is shanking, she's actually in the air. So here, let me get it. I'll just grab it right here. This is my favorite piece so far. Like, I'm actually really digging it. So if you look at this, she's actually leaping in the air to get him, and he's on the ground trying to swing the blades forward. So she's in the air with a plunge down, and she's trying to hammer strike that blade further in. So it's crazy shit. Is it physically accurate as far as physics? No, not at all. But it's a cool composition. You know what I mean? And it's a dream in her fucking head. Let's see. I want the coming soon council tool carving hatchet. Let's see. Spiral dagger looks cool. Ethan needs more studs on his leather. Right? Let's see. But K. Oh, M48 Cyclone. Yeah. Valk is the bomb. I agree. It's just RBF. Put Valk in a praying mantis stance. Oh, I do have one like that, actually. Do you sketch them out before you do them on a computer? Actually, no. So I bring the models in, and then there's a limited amount of poses that you could do, and then you actually have to go in and start moving the hands and all the other stuff to get it where you want. And so I try to add some imperfections in there and add some, like, you notice I'm sitting there, I'm talking to you guys, my head's like this. A lot of times when you look at a render or something, the head's perfectly straight, perfectly symmetrical, You know, it's like a robot. Where normally we have bad habits, we slouch, we lean, everything. I try to add those into a character, unless the character, for example, like Valk. Valk is a very controlling individual. She's very cognitive of her stance and her body and a few other things. And because she has a scar on her face, if you see her true form, she tries to accentuate with her body. So she will project that forward to give her an advantage when she's fighting. Let's see. If bread goes into the machine and toast comes out, where does the bread go? Ooh. Oh, resting bitch face. I didn't look constipated. Okay, resting bitch face. I like that. Yeah, that's why that sounded familiar. I was like, RBF, that sounds so fucking familiar. I couldn't put my finger on it. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. Sketch out. Serious question for anyone. What's up, Bone? If bread goes in, same place one sock goes when you wash a pair. Yeah, no shit, right? Maybe it's just the power he had and the leadership made him seem bigger physically to me. Well, you know, I remember I used to work with this guy. He was probably about 5'5", named Dickie George. And if you saw him from afar, whatever. But the minute you were in his presence and he opened his mouth, you're just like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? And anyway, it's kind of interesting because that's one of the things that's crazy about when I designed him and I was putting him in a machine. That's not really how I pictured him in my head either. It's not. So I just kind of was like, I need to make somebody look more different. So here's the thing. Imagine you only have a certain number of facial skins, but you have to do stuff with them to make them look different than your primary character, your secondary character, which is Valk and Melissa, and then secondary to them is Sparkles, right? And also to a limited extent Mordecai. So Mordecai comes in, he kind of whatever, and that's that. So, you know, how do you delineate between those characters when you have limited resources? Well, some of those are like in the case of Mordecai, which I had already established in the book that he was super tall. I could just emaciate him, make him have more harsh features, and go from there. Randy, oh, that's what I didn't show you guys. Where the fuck was... Oh, you know why you guys didn't see Randy? Because Randy was just fresh render. Check, I gotta show you him just because... Here, you guys might get a kick out of this, actually. Hang on. Let me show you the weird environment that I got going on here. So if I go display again, okay, boom, here we go. So these are all my hard drives. On this machine here, there's these two drives. Okay, so I got a terabyte drive and a 4 terabyte drive right here. On the other machine, there's a 4 terabyte, 8 terabyte, 8 terabyte, 8 terabyte, 4 terabyte, and a 2 terabyte. I think it's a 2 terabyte. No, it's a 1 terabyte for this one. So these are where all of my assets and resources go. Okay, so on C drive, users, me, documents, DAS 3D, studio, render library, Valk folder. Boom, here we go. So this is Randy, and in his hands, I did this first render and I was like, that's not quite right. And then this was the final render when I got to light it up so you can see his face much better. But this is going to be a cool piece here, going to be called choices. So in this hand over here, he's going to have a big honking Monster energy drink. Okay, because he is a monster fiend of Monster energy. So here he's got this big ass revolver on the one side, and here down the other side he's got a monster. And then I'm gonna do some trick on his shirt right here and probably give him some other stuff. And his eyes, you can kind of see it on this one here, but they'll be a lot more exaggerated. They're actually golden and orange and really crazy looking. So, you know, this is Randy right here. So that's another piece that I just did. I mean, literally, I just finished rendering this guy a little while ago. So like this little white shit on the shirt, I gotta fix that. Sometimes on these shirts, there's like little weird imperfections. These buttons, for example, I will just clone this particular button, bink, 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 and that one's fine. So that's what I'll do to clean him all up. I'll deepen the shadows on one part of his face, brighten everything up over here, make the eyes glow, put the can here levitating with some magic flowing around it a little bit. And then this one right, the gun, I'll probably deepen and brighten certain things here. And that will be that. There won't be any tattoos or anything on him because this wasn't his natural form. This was Razzie. I think Razzie was the guy that he possessed in the book. So anyway, those are going to be Randy was one of the last ones of the characters anyway. So what this will allow me to do is it'll allow me to do kind of teaser things. Like I did a picture of Savage by himself and I said, who does Valk want to kill? This motherfucker. Why? Because he killed her daddy and blinded her and tried to kill her when she was 14. I put that post out. I could not believe how many of the agents and other stuff kind of sat up and started sending me little private messages like, hey, are you published? Is this an agent? I'm like, yeah, I have a publisher, you know. So it's kind of interesting to see what's happening. Anyway, let's get back to the comments here. Chance, a pretty big YouTuber's Facebook account got hacked. It's pretty sad. And a few days ago, metal band's Twitter got hacked. Something's in the water. Yeah, no, it's not. So what's happened is there's a lot of, hey, look over here. Hey, look over here. A lot of distractionary things to fill up the mainstream media and also fill in our social platforms. While other stuff's starting to happen, they are systematically taking down people that are good and doing other things and planting other pieces in place so that when they go do some kind of a big deal, they'll be able to rock and roll, especially with like Facebook, Twitter, etc. You know, it's kind of crazy. Donut Operator's Facebook page posting anti-cop BS. Let's see. I need better socks for real though. The ones I have don't help with my circulation like the medical ones. You know what? I like for my socks, I get the ones for diabetics. And what happens is because I got really big calves, right? So the old tube stocks, they were cutting my circulation and they were really uncomfortable. And I found these ones over at Walmart, man. They got these diabetic socks that the top still kind of holds a little bit. They hold pretty well, but they're flexible, so they don't cut into me as much. You might want to check those out. They weren't expensive. I think I got like 10 of them for $7 or something. That's what I like. Let's see. Let's see. Dang. The phone is getting warm. Let's see. Stop sitting on it. Apocalyptic. That's a lot of terror. Yes, it is. I go through a lot. I do these renders and like a lot of those graphics you saw. They were the source files on them are hundreds of megs, whereas the final files are like 24 megs. They're not that bad, but anyway. Let's see. Damn a chance. We don't need any more shit going on to divide us. Yep, I know. But the hackers and the doxers. Hackers stick for sure. Hell, Maria got hit too. Yep. I heard about that. Stink. Massive, insane breach. Yeah, the hotel one was bad because that was a shared system, not only across one location, but across a lot of them. They're talking hundreds. I think they're saying millions of people's information were compromised in that one. You know, the fucked up thing is a lot of the stuff that we think give us security are just warm fuzzies. There's really not a lot of things to keep us super safe online. There are people that are full-time doctors now to get 2 to 3 people fired per day. I'm not shitting you. I believe it. Let's see. Give character 500 Smith & Wesson. The gun that the one that Randy is using is supposed to be based off the Rhino, but I don't have. See, that's the other thing. You notice that gun? That wasn't a real gun. That was kind of like a fake gun. So that's one of the things that's kind of a little hard to do. That's why you see the characters, their hands will be like this or whatever. Then I grab like, so a lot of times I'll have a character and their hand will be like this. And then I will go and I will approximate my hand a certain way with an actual thing. And then I take a photo of it and then I composite that into the thing. It's time consuming, but I think the images actually end up looking pretty good. You know what I mean? Let's see. I remember with Anonymous, Doxers, be crazy, bro. Need to hit the swamp. Well, the swamp is part of what's doing all of this. Hey, we don't talk about Anonymous anymore. They are 50-50 conservative now. Yeah, pretty much. Mordecai's girl is Fiona. Not yet. I did one version of her. I didn't like it. I have a photograph that I bought that had a girl that I use for compositing, but I haven't rendered her out yet. She doesn't really play a big prevalent role really until book 2, if you really think about it. So if I have time, yeah, I'll throw it in there. But the composite pictures with her and Mordecai, a la book 2 and book 3, are going to be a lot more interesting. Let's see. I used bait socks or smart wool. Diabetic socks, sweet. I'll give it a look. You're fucking awesome, Rob. Oh, no problem. Yeah, man. It was my fucking thing froze again on this side. Let's see. I'm not moving. Audio's. You know what? Look at this. Now it came back. Woo! I got scared for a second. Woo! I was like, did they fucking hit this one too? So there was a frame. We froze for a second, but it recovered. That's interesting as fuck. We'll have to keep a look on that. Let's see. No! Fuck, Jackalope. I didn't. Shit. Hang on. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to queue it up on this side so that I can look at it after the stream. There we go. I got it. Mule trailer, Clint Eastwood. Got it. I'll look at that shit right after. Let's see. Mule looks good. I use password safe now. I'm really liking it. Yeah, there's a lot of password vaults you can use that are pretty good. Let's see. Metabay auto revolver. Points his gun at screen. Everyone pulls out their gun and points back in a pistol salute. Salute! I can see us doing that and somebody accidentally shooting their shit and be like, thanks, Rob. Fucking shot my fucking screen, god damn it. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it was like I paused for a second, then I was back on. It was the craziest fucking thing. And oh, fuck. This is the saddest thing. That's the saddest thing when you run out of coffee. Breaks my fucking heart. That's alright. Fuck, I'll grab a soda. Got a soda right here. It's gone. Okay. So, entertainment wise, I did a stream yesterday where I streamed some of the, what is it called? Bendy and the Ink Machine. And there were some fun parts to it. It really was. But there were some really difficult, repetitive things that kind of really detracted from the game. Other things that's interesting, it seems like finally we might get some information on Borderlands 3. Which I am super excited about. Whether or not they give a big one, probably not. Morning After Kill. Yeah, Morning After Kill. Jay from Morning After Kill popped the video off about it earlier today, and I was really excited for it. I was like out fucking standing. The other game that I probably will be streaming at some point is The Witcher 3. I never had a chance to play it. It was on sale during the Black Friday shit. I did that. The other one, Wicked, for example, is Warframe. I started actually playing that, and it was really good. It's super good, actually. So Thank you, Wicked, for pointing that out. My son also came in one day and asked me about it, so I've been playing that on both the PC a little bit as well as my Switch, and it's actually pretty fucking cool. So my wife, we finally got her internet. No chance. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it because a lot of the top guys are like dropping the hints. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. So we're being optimistic and hopeful on that shit. So we'll go from there. Um, let's see. I love Borderlands. Fuck yeah. I hate indoor bang flash. Indoor bang. Flash bangs are the worst. Yeah, the concussive stuff can really fuck your ears up. I had a couple of friends that talked about how disorienting they are. I have never experienced one, thank God, but I'm pretty sure it would suck. Probably more for me because I got really bad ears. The pressure in my ears don't do very well, so that's why I couldn't fly planes. I wanted to be a pilot, but my ears are too bad. Can't do it. Cyberpunk 2077 has a big chub in my fucking pants. I want that game so bad. You hear about the guy carrying a pistol in his waistband and shot himself in the crotch in Walmart? No, I'm not surprised though. I hear stories like that all the time, and it makes me cringe. It really does. It's like, dude, if you're gonna carry a fucking gun, carry it right. You know what I mean? Just be smart. Don't be a dumb fuck. Oh my god, he blew his actual dick off. Jesus Christ, that's fuck. Might as well kill yourself after that. I mean, come on now. Let's see. Yeah, the Cyberpunk 27 is looking hot. It's looking hot. I'm excited about that. They've been working on that bitch forever, forever. You know what I mean? I mean, damn, forever. So the other one I've got is Vampire or Vampire, however you want to say it, and Call of Cthulhu. So I have quite a few games to play. Again, just like exactly Jackalope. The diving is problematic as well. The pressure. I had tubes in my ears, and they left scars in there. So now, whenever I dive too deep or I have too much pressure, I just feel this intense pain deep in there. It fucking sucks. Yeah, Glock's got no fucking safety. This is the fucking safety. And if you're got something in there that's not gonna snag, it's gonna snag or something. Fuck that. I mean, really, if you really want a gun, you can just carry anyway, anyhow, in shorts, in whatever, with your keys. Man, that Taurus Spectrum is the shit. You cannot misfire that motherfucker. If somebody tells me, yeah, I had a Taurus Spectrum Rob and it misfired in my pocket, you are getting jacked off in your fucking pocket because there's no fucking way that trigger is getting pulled. You have to commit on that some bitch. So that's all I gotta say about that fucking thing. Let's see. Yeah, I know, right? That YouTube, when they made the first teaser on that shit, that was a fucking forever. Yeah, it's fucking woo. Long time. I remember when I first saw that render with the girl with the blades. I was like, oh my god. And the bullets were hitting the face and ting. I was like, that's fucking badass. So badass. And I can't believe that the developer sample that they let people play exceeded my expectation. I'm like, oh my god, this game looks fucking amazing. Amazing. I will have to carve time out when that bitch comes out. I'm just going to have to carve time out because there's just certain games when they come out, it's just so fucking good. You have to do it. Oh, really? And it's slow? Fuck. Brian says Vampire, he has it. It's good, but controls are not responsive enough slow. Fucking hell. That sucks. That fucking sucks. You know, it looks interesting primarily from some of the game mechanics points of view and some of the story part, kind of conflicting aspects of it. I kind of like that, but haven't had a chance to even fuck with it. Doom Eternal. Well, I've got a copy of Doom, but I don't know if it's the Doom Eternal. Let's see, where is that bitch at? Is it on Epic? Here it is. It's Doom. It just says Doom. Doesn't say Eternal or anything else. It says Doom. It's probably not the same thing. Doom Eternal, make an Alex Jones mod. The demons are coming. The demons are coming. Let's see here. They had my 75 for 6 years and no problems. My friend has a ton of mechanics. They aren't bad at all. So, Alex Jones. Let's see. Oh, you got that, Yak? There you go. Thank you. You can limp wrist them. What the hell? My tablet just came on and went off real quick. Gay frog. I hear that shit almost every day from my daughter. It's fucking hilarious. They're making the frogs gay. You know. Oh my God, Alex Jones. Jesus Christ. No, I have not seen the Alex Jones Pikachu movie meme. That's fucking funny. So, you know, there's a lot of good entertainment and a lot of good content out there. I've just been completely slammed because when I get the Max 7 blade from Topps, that's all customized for the giveaway, I'm gonna start promoting the shit out of that and putting content together so people see, you know, the mythology and some of the fun stuff that I plan on doing for my book, you know. So a lot of times it just makes it hard for me to do the fun shit because, you know, you got a regular job. My wife's working. She's in a different state. So I'm taking care of the kids, getting them everywhere they need to go, and fixing dinner, and taking care of the dog, and all this other bullshit. So, yeah, it doesn't leave a whole lot of discretionary time for me to catch up on all the TV shows that I've been wanting to watch, all the movies that I want to fucking watch, and all the games that I want to play. Fuck. Anyway, my wife said she wants to play some World of Warcraft tomorrow, so I might stream some World of Warcraft shit tomorrow and just talk some shit, you know, have some fucking fun and stuff, because it's been fun, you know. Like, I do that just so I can have some quality time that I spend with her. So, let's see. How about the reporter shot an AR instead of scared him into a PTSD? He's a fucking pussy. Fucking bullshit ass motherfucker. First time I shot a gun, I got a hard on. You know what? And I have seen that same reaction with about 80% of the people that I have shot with. Now, granted, about 20% of the people don't like it. And usually the reason they don't like it is the sound. Is the big boom, right? My wife, she'll shoot. She doesn't care, though, for recoil. Recoil kind of turns her off. First shot, boom, right where it needs to be. Every other after that, flyaways. Flyaways. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, you can send them to me. I think I can click on them. I don't think you guys can click on it. Yeah, I can click on that shit. Just don't send me anything weird with fucking like... Oh, it's on YouTube. Never mind. I was about to fucking say some nasty ass shit that probably get me fucking banned off of fucking YouTube in the first place. You see, you invited them in and now they're here. Chance, what did you do? I never asked for this. What didn't you ask for? Apocalyptic. I love Deus Ex. I never asked for this. What did you not ask for? The gay frog thing. Pika Pika. I love Deus Ex. Never asked for this. Rob Riggs 20. Fuck no! Don't know Rob Riggs 2020. Don't kill me. They'll kill my ass. Jesus fucking hell. No. I'll stay back. Fuck that. That's fucking new. I will pass on that shit. Let's see. I get hard-ons all day when I go to the range. Exactly. I know a dog trainer in the bite suit was using simulation ammo. Dog hit him. He went to pull firearm. Accidental fired firearm in pants. Took 8 stitches to sack and powder burns on his little friend. Oh, no. Also get hard on sharpening my blades. Chance, my wife loves her AR more than she loves shooting most of her pistols because zero fucking recoil and super accurate. That's why they want to get rid of the AR, because most people can shoot it and be accurate and be protected with it. My bone disease, I can only shoot something with a lot of recoil maybe once. Exactly. But if that first shot's where it's supposed to go, you only need it once. So don't worry too much. Robert says don't send anything weird except yeah. No, don't do that. I used the link. Oh, good. Okay. No, they are Doom quotes. Oh, awesome. Did you watch the video I sent? I've watched a few of the videos you sent. The last one you sent, I didn't watch. Yeah, no Nazi midget clown trannies. Exactly. You got it, Brian. That's 100% right. They're quotes from the. Okay. I never asked for this. Is a Deus Ex quote and Adam Johnson's. Okay, thank you, Apocalyptic. I got you now. I was like, fuck. What happened? Did the chat go sideways on us? Let's see. Anyone can use the links. Okay, good. I remember before there was people trying to put links in and it wasn't working, and I didn't know if that was something that was a setting or if it was just something that was stupid before there. But yeah, I don't care. Let's see. Deus Ex games are badass. Yeah, I had a couple of Deus Ex games, and the machine that I had them on could not handle. It kept fucking crashing, and I was like, fuck. So I never had a chance to really play that. Now that I got a decent rig, I could probably go back and play all of them. Mine and Yaglop's first day was out shooting. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Nazi trans when you are reviewing that. Oh no. So it's yeah, I have a lot of games on this particular machine right here. We've got Overwatch, Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is probably the only game that I play consistently because I can go in and run a Rift real quick, during a meeting or when a bunch of people are talking and I'm just like, this is not relative to me. I'm not even supposed to be on this meeting. Why am I here wasting a fucking hour of my life? Oh, let's pop a couple of these real quick. Lawbreakers, Toxic, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, not Fallout 3, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 5, Doom, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, Vampire, Call of Cthulhu, Secret Worlds Legend, Defiance 2050, Grand Theft Auto 5, South Park, The Fractured Butthole, 7 Days to Die, Fortnite, Dark Riders, Warm Something Edition, Ruiner, Darkest Dungeon. I got Darkest Dungeon after watching Chance play some shit. Warframe, Wicked Zen was talking about that. I was compelled to check that out. The Witcher 3, Bendy and the Ink, and that's it. That's a lot of fucking games. So, but I don't ever have time to play it. So it's kind of like I got a sexy bitch laying there saying, "Ooh, come make love to me," and I'm just like, "Oh, I want to, but I gotta work." Fuck. Anyway, see, how about making an Angry Jackalope game? Wait, did I miss anything? Hold on. Let's see. Rob Wicks is a true weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Nothing hotter than a woman on the fire line. No shit. I'm with you on that, Jay. I haven't played WoW in years. I know, I hadn't either, but a friend of mine said, dude, you gotta check it out. A lot of things have changed. It's fucking way funny. I got in and was like, wow. How about making Angry Jackalope game? The funny thing is I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Let's see. So there's Street Warriors, Amazing Powers, Hunted, The Killer. Oh, what is that game called? It's like a fantasy game where you can swap arms and body parts and do some crazy shit. I got a bunch of games in various stages of development, and there was some talk early on about turning them into something. And I've even recently been looking at the RPG Maker with the thought of taking some of the novels that I'm working on, building the RPGs around them, because the game engine's already built. You just put in the dialogue and the story things and stuff like that, and the bosses or whatever. And I almost pulled the trigger on it during Black or Cyber Monday on the latest one, but I don't know. Again, I just don't have enough time to do what I want. You know what I mean? Whoa, Jay, easy there, buddy. Jay says, "Yak, you lucky son of a bitch." Thanks, Jay. Let's see. And there he goes. Let's see. Brian, vampire gameplay is based on Deus Ex, but controls and combat are slow, feels off, unresponsive. Hopefully they'll patch that and fix it, right? I would hope so. Jay says, Vix, do you hunt and fish too? Yagalo, her first bass was 5 pounds and helped me clean a deer. There you go. Metal Gear Revengeance kicked ass. J Hall, damn Yak, you haven't married her yet. That's a keeper. Apocalyptic Bone Daddy. I play StarCraft basically consistently. Only SC1 and Brood Wars because SC2 doesn't do offline. Ah, gotcha. Yak, 5 years strong. Way to go, Yak. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things when you find somebody that actually kind of compliments you in lifestyle and everything else. That's awesome. My wife now is deeply into conspiracies, so we have that to discuss and keep us warm and snuggly at night. And she doesn't really mind my blades and things of that nature. And she gets the main reason why I do a lot of things that I do is basically just to protect the family and friends and loved ones and stuff like that. So, you know, when you have that, that's definitely a blessing. And you're definitely fortunate when you can have that in your life, especially if you know the primary advantages of relationships and stuff like that is when you're having hardships and you need just somebody to kind of help you a little bit, you know, and that's a good thing. I mean, in some ways, I try to do that, you know, with you guys. I try to have that relationship with you guys where, you know, if you need an ear to listen to or whatever, I try to be there. And there's quite a few of you that I talk to on a regular basis and I keep eyes on. Like Stevie G, I worry about him all the time, you know, and so I hear he's in the hospital again and, you know, I feel a little bit nervous and I worry about him and stuff like that. And that's how you are when you have people you care about. So, you know, it's one of those things where I like this channel being nice and small, because then I get to still know each and every one of you on a pretty good basis. And I can follow some of you guys on Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah, Vixen, there you go. She's a bitch about him as long as she gets one too. Like I gave my wife a couple of knives. She's kind of like, okay, what'd I do with this? Carry it. Somebody fucks you, shank them. You know. Let's see here. Fallout 77 doesn't do offline single play either. Pissed off most of the players too, and it's unstable with the nukes. Yeah, that was a bad call on their part. Bad part on their part. I didn't pull the trigger on that. I didn't pull the trigger on that one. I was like, nah. The Apocalyptic Bone Daddy. I want to marry my guns. I cut on my guns like crazy. My baby never leaves my side. Smiley face tears. Oh. Do your guns want to marry you? Oh, good question. Either way. So, I mean, that's the nice thing about our gear, right? Really, there's no form of rejection there. And I'm not going to lie. Like, when I have my gear and stuff, it gives me peace of mind. You know, I've had friends ask me, dude, why do you carry your gun? Or why do you have guns everywhere in your house? Like, what's the deal there? You know? And I'm like, it just makes me feel safe. Makes me feel confident that no matter what comes through my door or what happens, at least I have a fighting chance. You know, that's the way I look at it, you know. Let's see. I keep a sock seal pup in my car at all times. Nice. Thalov, if I marry one, I can't sleep with multiple of them at once. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be a little nervous about plugging those holes, you know, especially when one of them has a hair trigger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? horror Little Mermaid. I think I saw something scary fucking. I think there's a couple of scary things about mermaids popping off that got me going, huh, that's kind of interesting. Like, why is there such a prevalence now of all this mermaid shit all at once? Like, I understand Aquaman type shit. That makes perfect sense. And that, incidentally, that movie looks like it's gonna be fun. Oh my god, that movie looks like it's gonna be fucking fun. You know? Yeah, fuck. I have no problem with that. I think in your house, man, it's your fucking house, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, Brian says, love my two BRK JX5 Vengeance ones. I think it's V1s or Vengeance ones, right? And Squad Leader 2. Yeah, I have to say the Zombie Tool Blades I really like. The SXB I really like. Um, Obviously my M4X Punishers, the different versions that I have of that. Um, exactly. Carrying a gun means you scale force. Same with knife, pepper spray, tasers, etc. So you can scale force. Yep, 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 yep. When I want to play nice with somebody, I might just use my 9mm. If I'm not really happy, then the Mosin comes out. Because that way, if they do try to run, I can still get them and knock them forward and have fun with it. Favorite Disney movie turned into horror. I'm so excited. Yagalo has to go see it with me. There's a new scary movie. What? Your book 15 as a mermaid? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, did it fucking freeze up again? I'm not surprised. I don't know. I think what's happening. What do I have running on this machine right now? Nothing. There's nothing running on this machine right now. Photoshop's running and Illustrator's running, but they don't actively engage the internet because I don't have my Creative Cloud app running. So they're just sitting there waiting with these images open. So there's really nothing that should be causing a hiccup other than this Streamlabs OBS. And last week I had problems with this bitch. I couldn't use Streamlabs last week. I had to actually use OBS native. So that was a little interesting. Yep, they are redoing the Dune movie, and we'll see if they rock that out. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what's up. Yeah, it's working now because I can see myself when it freezes up, and if I'm not looking at it and I see you guys say, "Oh, it's frozen," I look up and then suddenly I'm moving again. I'm like, "Okay, we're back. We're back in order." Let's see. I EDC the Squad Leader too, but those JX5s are so great, but huge. Oh, you know what I meant to say? Fuck. Well, I guess this is the appropriate channel to do it anyway. I forgot. Shrade had sent me a little care package to do giveaways with. And so I was like, oh my God, because I was downstairs trying to find stuff for giveaways to, promote the book, grow the channels, things like that. And I went into one area and I'm like, what's all these green fucking boxes? And I'm like, oh, holy fuck, I got a lot of Shrade blades. So I'm going to, no DDoS. We're all on VPNs. Me, the sun. Everybody here is VPN right now. So there's nobody getting IP addresses right now. So I can't get DDoSed. They don't know where I'm fucking at. They don't got this IP address. They don't got my 192.168.0.1 address or my 127.0.0.1 address. They don't have those. So yeah, if you want to DDoS me, go ahead. 127.0.0.1. Go for it. Fuck you. Go ahead. 127.0.0.1. Go. No, not happening. Okay. Let's see. I used to fix blade myself. Sog pillar. Denial of service. No. I do see like 3 knives at once. Nice yak. I just keep buffering. Really? You just keep buffering? That's weird. Well, fuck. It doesn't matter anyway. We got 1 minute left on the stream. So, Garen, just fucking reload. Reload the page and it'll probably be fine. And this is at the end anyway. It's not like you're going to miss anything. But yeah, I got a bunch of Shrade blades. I'm going to be putting together some really fun contests, guys. And really, all it's going to be for some of these is just going to be, um, fuck. I'm trying to think which channel. Fuck, which channel should I grow? Oh, fuck. Would I sell my first gen Deus Ex? Well, I have two. I have the one that went through all of the tests. That shit. Tac did, I did, Prepared Mind did, Wingman 115 did, and I think one other fucker did. So I have that one. And then I have my World of Warcraft customized one with the glow in the dark handle. So, would I ever sell it? Yeah, I would. Yeah, there could always be a time when I'm really frustrated, stuck. You know what I mean? Send you pictures of Nazi trans. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, I would. I mean, if I got in a situation that I had to, I would. There's only probably one blade that I own, two blades that I own that I would never, ever, ever, ever sell. One is my custom M4X Punisher that Tops did for me, and the other one is my Kanaloa blade that I got from Craig, and so those would never be sold. Never sell those. So that's that. It could be Garen. It could be your provider. Sometimes, depending on where you're at, you could get some bad internet. All right, so we are an hour in. That's it for this show. I'm going to keep banging on all my raw assets for the book. I'm going to be putting these contests together. And just so you guys know, a lot of you guys that are on these two streams are already kind of getting grandfathered into these contests. So if you'd ever sell your Gen 1 Deus Ex, please let me know. Okay. If I ever get to that point where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sell this bitch, then you will be the very first person I will give you a chance at. You know what I mean? Anyone watch Dutch Bushcraft Knives? Oh, no, I can't say I've seen him. Better never sell those zombie tools. Yeah, I know. Anyway, that's it, guys. I love you guys for coming and hanging out with me. You guys really are the highlight of my week. I look forward to this every fucking week. So, same bad time, same bad channel next week. Be safe. Keep your eyes open. Keep your head on a swivel. A lot of craziness happen. And like I mentioned on the previous stream on the Angry Jackalope side, make sure your fucking preps are solid. Okay, guys? All right. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.